Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Although there has been a lot of conflict between Kody and Robin Brown in Sister Wives Season 19, Christine Brown and her boyfriend David Woolley are getting along just well. In fact, David might even be taking Kody's place. Kody has developed into a major antagonist throughout the years. His pranks have a comical quality. Kody has low emotional intelligence, is obstinate and childish, and frequently places the blame for his own failures on other people. David added a distinct vibe to the performance when he joined, primarily because he was not resentful. Kody causes misery to those around him. He exudes a stifling, gloomy energy. The favorite, Robin, is now completely disillusioned. Therefore, it seems sense that David's arrival felt like a welcome change. Instead of being a husband who behaved more like a hostage, he came into the conflict as a genuine love interest. Although there was some drama at the wedding venue, it's not the end of the world. David still wants to be with Christine. According to US Weekly, Christine did, however, persuade David to participate on the show. Above, via TLC at YouTube, Christine had some difficulties when attempting to lock down a wedding location. These issues are typical of happy couple issues. It's nothing compared to the poisonous mix of Kody's relationships with almost everyone. It's getting harder and harder to stop Kody's powerful concoction of a frail male ego, patriarchal power trips, and accusing everyone else of being a grumpy and unpredictable person. In the meantime, David consented to record the show despite his reluctance, since he is so infatuated with his beautiful and lively wife Christine, who is happy than ever. David seems to grasp that love requires sacrifice. Compromise is key. Christine stated, "He supports me even though he would rather not do it. He simply understands that this is my life. He has been really polite and gracious with his time, but I did say, if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to. I will always be incredibly thankful that he is willing." By being more like a man than a jaded teenager, David might overshadow his adversary Kody. Despite having a large number of children, Kody's level of maturity is extremely low. Fame seems to have permanently halted his personal development. He might become more complex and compassionate as a result of the tragic death of his son Garrison Brown. But there's always a chance that the game is already decided. Kody is most likely stubborn, and if he continues, he might lose his sole remaining wife. Nobody wants to live in constant misery, because their crabapple mate is unable to find happiness in life. Kody is genuinely such a drag that he is no longer enjoyable. Watching him repeatedly engage in the same stale psychodrama with several women is tedious. What has all of his experience taught him? Just to assign blame? That's far from sufficient. The patriarch Kody is a dry and lifeless shell, as a result of years of conflict and downright creepy lording it over the Brown ladies. As a snake, he is in dire need of shedding his skin. Although rebirth is always an option, viewers are likely to look to David as an idealized man with a lot to offer until Kody learns how to be a man. He lights up screens because he's not at all like Kody, and the new Sister Wives star is there for his partner. There is no better role model than David. Men ought to observe and take note. It's startling that Kody's resentment toward his ex-partners is destroying his marriage to Robin. 3 decent ladies were pushed to the limit by him, and in order to cope, they had to emotionally distance themselves from him. He spent years distancing them. He subtly planned all of this while accusing everyone else of being responsible for his evil deeds. Robin is feeling some of that emotionally stunted energy now, but it doesn't make her feel happy. It's not cool or seductive. It's just gloomy, like looking out at a landscape ravaged by conflict. Life is meant to be enjoyed most of the time, not to be a never-ending struggle. David the hero is simultaneously putting his all into his lady. He's giving her communication, joy, and hopefully, enough fervor to compensate for her spiritual relationship with Kody being bland and sexless. It is inappropriate to hold Christine responsible for the absurd things that Kody of Sister Wives done to her life. She can now play with a man who genuinely smiles. And because one man is attempting to make a woman happy, viewers can comply. Christine Brown, star of Sister Wives, shared her agreement with her husband on filming Sister Wives, providing additional details about her and David Woolley's time on the show. Although Christine, the third wife of Kody Brown, the patriarch of the Brown family, has been divorced for a few years, her tenure on Sister Wives has lasted well past the end of her previous marriage. Many people are presently watching Sister Wives Season 19 to learn more about Christine and her husband David, whose relationship is developing on the show, even if fans are still drawn in by the Browns' family dynamics. Following their wedding, which was featured in a special earlier this year, Christine and David's relationship has been showcased throughout Sister Wives Season 19. Many Sister Wives viewers have been interested in David's presence on the show, even though Christine has been on reality TV for years. Christine claims that David would prefer not to be on the show, but he supports me, via US Weekly. He simply understands that this is my life. Christine clarified that although David has helped her by showing up on Sister Wives, she first offered to keep him out of the situation. It's hardly unexpected that David is reluctant to film for Sister Wives, even though he will be making cameos throughout Season 19, and participated on the wedding special. Although Christine is well known, David had never been in the public eye, and their relationship was already moving quickly. David certainly made a big decision to add the demands of reality TV to his life, and it's probably more typical for him to choose not to share his private life on screen than the other way around. David's decision to film despite his reluctance demonstrates how much he cares. The fact that David wanted to keep their love a little more hidden is actually to his advantage, even if Christine and David's tale is being told on Sister Wives Season 19. While Kody was content to take advantage of the other members of his family and flaunt their way of life to the world, Christine's new spouse carefully assessed the risks and rewards of making their relationship public. David's thinking shows that he has Christine's best interests at heart, even though he has chosen to support her and appear on the show to keep her sharing her true self. The fact that David was first hesitant may indicate that he won't be on Sister Wives for long, even though he appears with Christine and has decided to be open about his connection with his wife in order to help her career. David may decide at some point that he doesn't want to be so open about his life, even though he chose to go on the series to help Christine. David might not be on Sister Wives with Christine for the entire run of the show, as is his prerogative. Does Christine Brown Woolley compel David Woolley, her spouse of 1 year, to accompany her on the set of Sister Wives? They had a 2-part wedding special after he initially appeared on the Season 18 one-on-one. Since he is present all the time, is he a willing participant? To learn the answer, continue reading. Does David Woolley have to film with Christine Brown? Christine Brown Woolley has spent the last 14 years and 19 seasons immersed in Sister Wives. With her sister wives, Mary and Janelle Brown, and husband Kody Brown, she took a chance and exposed her poly lifestyle. In an effort to demonstrate to the world that polygamy could be accepted, they were also pursuing Robin Brown, a 4th wife. Alongside them, their kids were thrown into the world of reality TV. The fame and the ensuing repercussions were unknown to anyone. Kody said that any man would take advantage of and mistreat her when she told him that she was leaving him and Flagstaff for Utah. That was untrue since she fell in love with David Woolley right away. He had all of the things she wanted and more. She was adored by David, and they were quite romantic with each other. Even their wedding was scheduled prior to their engagement. But what was David's reaction to having to shoot? Did Christine have to make him stand in front of the camera, or did he mind? This was not something he wanted to do, Us Weekly reported. Since his daughter thought Christine Brown Woolley would be a wonderful fit for her father after seeing her on Sister Wives, David was aware of her identity. As Christine revealed, he went on the show just for her, even though it was not his ideal. He supports me even though he would rather not do it. He simply understands that this is my life. He has been really polite and gracious with his time, but I did say, if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to. I will always be incredibly thankful that he is willing. The cast attended a wedding early in the season, but they referred to the pair as the bride and the groom. No names were given, but it was soon revealed that the wedding was for Logan Brown, the oldest child of Janelle and Kody Brown. The entire family was present, Logan and his bride Michelle Petty chose not to have their big day captured on camera, despite having grown up on the show. Although they chose not to participate in the filming, Michelle did not anticipate that they would become a major secret. Fans are deeply invested in Christine Brown Woolley and her new chapter. Even though David Woolley may have been able to do it. Do you think it's adorable that David is filming for Christine? Or did he ultimately have no other option? Tell us and tune in to TLC's Sister Wives Sundays. After a month of dating, Christine Hardy-Hughes of Sister Companions decides on her wedding plans. In the Sister Mates episode airing on October 27th, Mary Brown is getting ready to relocate from Flagstaff, Arizona, to Utah, marking the end of her lengthy relationship with Kody Brown. As she gathers her things, Mary thinks back on her almost 32-year relationship with Kody, their legal breakup years before, and a definitive dismantling of Kody's several relationships with Christine, Janelle, and Mary. Conversations about how things went wrong and Mary's request to their assembly to formally dissolve her marriage are sparked when her sister Rebecca and Rebecca's partner join her to assist with packing. Mary had conflicting emotions, believing that the choice to grant her leave was not made with consideration, particularly in light of her heavy responsibilities. She reflects on how her actual breakup with Kody in 2014, which was done to allow Kody to legally wed Robin, felt like the start of the end. Kody watches out for his harshness in an entrance booth, and she confides in Rebecca during an open discussion that he genuinely doesn't seem like the merry individual he used to be. He admits, "I'm angry," realizing the cost of the strain. Robin, with a hint of humor, explains that it's his murder face, a look she's designed to hate because it will generally be detrimental to their children. "It isn't really that I'm cantankerous. It's that I have rest a opening face." Cher and Sonny's separation. Kody examines how Sonny and Cher's separation affected him as a young child, as he and Mary examine their chapter. The well-known couple's 1975 split left a lasting impact, which Kody shares, which further contributes to his isolation. He focuses on the barrier, which at the time he couldn't really comprehend. "Exactly when Sonny and Cher got isolated, I was 6. It made me extremely upset," he reveals. He goes on to say, Sonny and Cher getting a partition was obliterating, regretting that his life has not turned out the way he had hoped. Kody was able to distinguish his family from a disaster region by using the demarcation. His statement, "We've crashed the boat. We made do. We're on the shore, but we crashed the boat," is noticeably important. He is clearly in pain since he knows that the family he has worked for many years has ended up in a very difficult situation. Mary's sister tries to provide an alternative viewpoint, pointing out that Kody had shown a lack of dedication in pursuing her, Janelle or Christine, but he still suggests that they've left him. Kody resists, clearly struggling with the fact that he was never truly enthralled with his former friends. Mary and Janelle challenge Kody's record. Janelle Gritty casts doubt on Kody's remarks that she and other women have never captivated her in her own confessional corner. The statement highlights her belief that Kody is changing history. "I just accept that he has amnesia with respect to the past, since you can't set aside that kind of gesture for a seriously lengthy time span," she says. Formerly having a close relationship with Kody, Janelle now says, "I understand what happened. He can communicate what he may be thinking. It's fine since I essentially mind no more drawn out." Disappointed with Kody's recurrent cases, Mary echoes Janelle's feelings in her admission corner. She calls it out as an effort to create intricate connections, saying, "This is Kody's continuous subject, that he never loved me or Janelle or Christine. Arriving at the spot it's bothering. Kody, just man up and come clean." David and Christine arrange an amazing wedding. Even though they have only been dating for a month, Christine Natural's life is turning out better as she and her partner David Woolley start planning a wedding. A significant portion of the episode is devoted to the pair touring Utah, where Christine prepares a sumptuous event. In order to accommodate their large blended family, Christine plans to host something like 350 people. She teases about it, saying that they will need 700 sales if she invites everyone in their distant family. Although initially amenable to a less intrusive assistance in Las Vegas, David preserves Christine's desire for a big wedding, saying, "Christine has the privilege to have a nice, huge wedding she will not at any point have." Christine's list of people to visit includes Janelle, her sister and life partner, as well as Janelle's young people. She also intends to invite Mary's teenage son Leon, but she admits she isn't prepared to get back in touch with Robin, Kody, or Mary. Kody offers his thoughts on Christine's recently discovered joy and how he sees her relationship with David. "I've heard stories that he's Christine's ideal accomplice," he says, hinting at his conflicted emotions. He notes that the possibility that Christine might have been stuck with him for eternity if her wonderful accomplice hadn't arrived bothered him. Kody and Mary reflect on the end of their kinship. Throughout the episode, Mary and Kody reflect on their years together, acknowledging the importance of their bond, but also accepting that the opportunity to move forward has presented itself. Ever the self-assured person, Mary reveals that she knows she gave her all to make the marriage work, but that's the thing she realizes, not something is pleasing for him or fitting for him. She calls the process of conclusively finalizing her marriage through her assembly amazing, despite the fact that it was truly difficult. Remarkably, Kody also admits that he is upset about their separation, characterizing it as the end of a significant time span. Despite his perception of permanence, he concedes, it's at this point hopeless when it doesn't work. For Mary, this marks the end, and she finds solace in the information she made a concerted effort to gather. Taking on Kody's particular memory, Janelle firmly feels that Kody is choosing to forget about his previous love, as she observes his efforts to limit his interactions with his former friends. She states, "You can't set aside that kind of deception for a significant time frame," indicating that she is done returning to their complicated history. Considering the good and bad times, Janelle says, "It's fine since I basically mine no more extended." Considering everything, Kody's constant narrative of lack of commitment seems to be a rejection of long periods of real connection. Viewers take a deeper look at each of the mates' developing lifestyles and relationships, as Kody bemoans the sudden turn his life has taken. Mary's validation, Janelle's drive to move on from the past and pursue something new, and Christine's confidence in David all signify an undeniable change in the social complexity. Furthermore, Sister Companions understands the difficulties, complexities, and beliefs associated with exploring life beyond warmth, as they individually design new courses. Viewers of Sister Wives have a lot of questions about Kody Brown's current court struggle. He and Christine Woolley are fighting in court over Truly, their joint daughter, and child support. At that point, fans discovered that Kody's name was missing from the famous child's birth certificate. The whole fan base was taken aback by this, and they questioned whether other people experienced the same thing. What is the point of this? Does Kody's name not appear on the birth certificate for his 18 children? What is the cause of this if it is true? Continue reading to discover some startling facts that will astound you. Sister Wives. Truly's birth certificate does not include Kody as her father. However, why? Christine Woolley, star of Sister Wives, recently took Kody Brown to court. For their shared daughter Truly, who is not yet 18, she demands that the latter pay child support. Since Kody's name was missing from the star child certificate in lieu of her father's, the celebrity requested that the court require him to undergo the paternity test. Their spiritual marriage is the reason for all of this. Kody and Christine were always in a spiritual relationship and never were officially married. Furthermore, because plural marriage is strictly prohibited by law, they wished to conceal their polygamous relationships. Therefore, in order to save themselves and carry on the tradition, the entire Brown family moved. Christine didn't put Kody's name on Truly's birth certificate because of this. Does this imply that his other children's certificates do not also include him? Sister Wives. None of Kody Brown's 18 children's certificates have his name? Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, may appear on some of his children's birth certificates as the father. Supporters think Leon, Mary's only child, would be fortunate enough to receive that honor. This is because Mary was Kody's lawful wife at the time of the star child's birth, and he was not involved in any polygamous relationships. Therefore, when Leon was born, the patriarch would have proudly given his name. However, Robin's children's birth certificates may also bear Kody's name. This is due to the fact that Ariella was born 2 years after his divorce from Mary, and he is legally married to the latter. The celebrity would therefore have little trouble getting his name added to her birth certificate. David Preston Jessup ultimately gave up his paternal rights to Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna, giving Kody the opportunity to take over. Robyn's 3 children from her previous marriage were adopted by Kody, who also gave them his Brown last name. As a result, after David left the dynamics, he was granted their paternal rights. Viewers are unsure if Kody is present in the photos of Christine and Janelle's kids though. They have never been legally married to Kody, but they have always been his spiritual wives. Therefore, it's likely that none of Christine and Janelle's children's birth certificates include Kody's name. Now, fans are waiting for these two to come clean and tell the truth. Sister Wives bombshell. Meri Brown's release from Kody. Is this truce real or just for the money? Introduction. Sister Wives fans have witnessed the ups and downs of Meri and Kody Brown's relationship. Now, it appears Meri has finally gotten her release from Kody, officially ending their complex, tumultuous marriage. But fans are skeptical about this new truce. Is it genuine, or are they faking this newfound camaraderie to keep the cameras rolling and the paychecks coming? The end of an era, Meri and Kody's relationship breakdown. From the early seasons, Meri and Kody's relationship has been fraught with tension, misunderstandings, and emotional distance. Once the legal wife in the Brown family, Meri has undergone a painful transition. As her relationship with Kody shifted to a more distant and strained friendship, fans witnessed her struggles and heartbreak in real time. Now, viewers are questioning if the sudden amity between the two is part of a carefully crafted narrative. The truce, genuine friendship, or a staged act. In recent episodes, Meri and Kody's interactions have shown a surprising level of warmth and respect, something that's been absent for years. Rather than the usual tension, they're suddenly laughing and reminiscing like old friends. But viewers aren't entirely convinced. Some speculate this apparent friendship is an act. Given the financial incentives tied to the show, is it possible Meri and Kody have agreed to put on a united front to keep ratings up? Fans weigh in. How real is this newfound bond? Across social media, fans are voicing their suspicions. Longtime viewers argue that Sister Wives has strayed from reality, staging certain scenes to paint a narrative rather than showing genuine relationships. The conversation between Meri and Kody discussing their divorce felt too composed for some fans, with Meri seemingly more at peace than devastated. Is this the product of clever editing, or have the two truly found closure? Was Meri truly devastated by Kody's rejection? The reality of Meri's heartbreak is well documented. For years, she hoped for reconciliation and went through countless emotional highs and lows, struggling to make sense of Kody's coldness. Yet after years of tension, Meri suddenly seems unbothered. Some fans believe she was genuinely heartbroken, but decided to move forward when she realized that Kody would never give her the commitment she desired. Now, Meri's peaceful demeanor is leading fans to question if she's masking her pain to keep the show running. The coercion theory. Did Meri stay for the money? One of the most popular theories among fans is that Meri felt compelled to stay in her marriage for financial reasons. Some viewers believe Meri, as Kody's former legal wife, played a role in keeping Christine and Janelle tied to the family for financial stability. This theory implies that Meri may have been forced into emotional labor, staying in a debt marriage to help the family survive economically. With the divorce finalized, Meri could finally be freed from these obligations. Has Sister Wives been staged for years? A common discussion among fans is whether Sister Wives has gradually become more scripted over time. Some believe Kody's portrayal as the emotionally detached husband may be exaggerated to increase viewership, while others argue that Meri's emotional scenes were also staged for dramatic effect. By speculating about a potential scripted show, fans are calling into question the authenticity of Meri's divorce, and whether this truce is merely a production tactic. The long road to a spiritual divorce. For many years, Meri has been open about her struggles within the Brown family and her desire for freedom. The idea of its spiritual divorce was always controversial, especially considering Meri's role as the family's former legal wife. The ambiguity of this spiritual divorce leaves fans wondering what truly happened behind the scenes. Are Mary and Kody officially free from each other? Or is this a convenient title to maintain their reality show image? Kody's motives. Why is he willing to let Mary go now? Kody has historically been possessive of his relationships, rarely letting go, even as he distances himself emotionally. Why then did he agree to officially release Mary at this point? Some fans speculate Kody may have realized that his storyline with Mary had run its course, deciding that the divorce angle could attract more viewers. If Kody was truly indifferent to Mary, this staged release could be part of a larger strategy to maintain viewer interest. Financial stakes. Does a fake truce equal more money? It's no secret that reality stars are often incentivized to keep the drama alive. The renewed friendship between Mary and Kody could be a ploy to secure future contracts, book deals, or spin-off opportunities. By presenting themselves as amicable exes, Mary and Kody might appeal to viewers who crave both closure and continuity. The financial stakes of a peaceful divorce are considerable, and fans are beginning to wonder if this truce has been orchestrated to keep the paychecks coming. Could Mary write a tell-all book? Many fans are eager to hear Mary's side of the story in a tell-all book, where she could freely share her perspective without TLC's influence. A memoir or exposé would allow Mary to reveal the truth behind her relationship with Kody, providing fans with an unfiltered look at the Brown family's complicated dynamic. With her recent freedom, could Mary be preparing to tell her story on her own terms? Mary's path to freedom, embracing her new identity. Since leaving her marriage with Kody, Mary has found new independence and confidence. Her personal growth and sense of empowerment have inspired fans, especially those who have followed her journey from the beginning. With a brighter future ahead, Mary is finally able to live life on her terms, free from the emotional baggage of her past. Her transformation resonates with viewers, providing hope for those facing similar struggles. What fans want? A Mary-centric spin-off. With her newfound independence, some fans are calling for a spin-off focused entirely on Mary's life. A show that centers on her journey post-Kody would be a chance for Mary to explore her own identity and passions without being overshadowed by the Brown family drama. Such a series would allow her to showcase her business ventures, relationships, and personal growth, bringing a new, empowering perspective to reality TV. Behind the scenes, TLC's influence on Mary and Kody's truce. Reality shows are often subject to producer influence, and Sister Wives is no exception. Some fans believe TLC played a role in Mary and Kody's truce, possibly urging them to showcase a more amicable dynamic for the sake of the show's longevity. If TLC encouraged Mary and Kody to set aside their differences, this could be yet another example of how reality TV manipulates real-life relationships to maximize viewership. Viewer reactions. The divide between believers and skeptics. As fans discuss the latest season online, there's a divide between those who believe in Mary and Kody's truce and those who see it as an elaborate act. While some applaud Mary's strength and resilience, others remain skeptical, questioning the motives behind this amicable separation. The debate reflects a larger conversation about the nature of reality TV and how much of it truly mirrors real life. Is Sister Wives nearing its end? With major characters like Mary, Christine, and Janelle moving on, the future of Sister Wives is uncertain. Fans are left wondering if TLC is planning to wrap up the series, or if it will pivot towards a different focus. Some speculate that the show may end after this season, with a potential spin-off taking its place. As Sister Wives nears what may be its final chapters, viewers are preparing for what could be the end of an era. Mary's future, finding fulfillment beyond the show. Now that Mary has distanced herself from Kody, she has the opportunity to pursue new ventures and relationships outside of the Brown family. Fans are eager to see how she reinvents herself, whether through business, personal relationships, or philanthropy. Free from the emotional entanglement of her past, Mary is on the cusp of an exciting new chapter. Could Mary's exit inspire other cast members? With Mary leaving her marriage, some fans wonder if her example could inspire other cast members to consider their own paths. Her courage has already influenced viewers, and it's possible that her decision will spark a wave of self-reflection within the remaining family members. As the Brown family's dynamics continue to shift, Mary's departure may signal a turning point for the entire family. The role of fame. How reality TV affects relationships. Reality TV fame often complicates relationships, creating a double-edged sword for stars like Mary and Kody. While the show offers financial security, it also places immense pressure on